Hello, good morning, welcome back to Sim UK. This is Airport CEO. This is our final episode today. We shan't be having any more videos in the short term. Basically because the game has reached its limits. It cannot cope with any more. There are too many bugs and far too many features that it just basically renders the game unplayable from this point in. That's not to say this is a bad game, in quite the contrary. In fact, this is one of the best games I've played this year, without doubt. And I think for an early access, it's absolutely sensational in terms of what they've produced and how good it is to start with. Now, it's a bit frustrating you got features like this, where you can only have baggage coming in one direction and going out in one direction. It does kind of cause a few problems. So for example, here we have the check-in desks, and this is where baggage is initially collected, and here we have our baggage collection area. But in order for those to work, we want to be able to bring incoming into the top and outgoing out the bottom, and unfortunately what we've got here is the exact opposite. Now if we could turn this around and face it this way, that would actually work really well. So I think, annoyingly, that's what I'm going to have to do here. So let's just remove this bloody thing for, like, I don't know, the 4th time, the 5th time. And speaking of bugs and incidents and issues in the game, I think it's highly plausible, in fact quite simply quite easy to achieve, that you'd be able to knock all of the supporting walls out of a building, all of them, and not really have any issue whatsoever. I think the building would still technically be standing. That's selected. It is good. Right, let's demolish all of this, and we'll put a road down here, and we'll connect that road up to here. Like so. Oh look, build a path there. I'd forgotten about that path. We'll have to move the path. We can do that. We can move the path. Okay, so we're going to strip all of that out basically. Are these all my... oh no, they're the engineers, as it were, technically. Okay, let's at least put some walls in. I think that's probably quite important in real terms. Did I demolish this? I'm not sure if I did. Better just do that. I think I need to do double, don't I? Double delete. I need to double delete that. Now this is frustrating. The reason why I built 2 of these is because I thought it would alleviate this kind of traffic jam situation, but it appears to have not actually worked at all, because the pathfinding logic of any vehicle and any person in this game is limited to 1. There's no sort of fail-safe. There's no, oh look, there's something already there, let's drive to the next one. That's not implemented, and it really needs to be. You know, if you were limited to only be able to build 1 of these, then this system would work perfectly, but because that's not how it works in this game, and it would be daft if it did work that way, this just doesn't work. So they do need to, like, sort these things out. Now, I want to get rid of this, but I'm a bit concerned that if I do, then these 3 lorries here might not move over. Actually, I've done this before. I think that should be fine. I've just got to remember how to do it. Is it in infrastructure? Yes, there it is. Okay. Cannot remove a structure whilst the vehicle is currently occupying it. Yes, I'd forgotten about that. Chaps, what are you doing with these doors, please? We need them gone. Gondor. 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 Same with the walls. Chop chop, lads, chop chop. We need a baggage bay. We need it pronto. Now, oh, actually, I think there's going to be better, isn't it? I think, oh, maybe even further up. It's get it right. Let's do it right the first time. That's what needs to happen here. Bulldozer. Come on, bulldozer. Take that section out. I'm not sure if that actually works or not. Let's try putting a road in. That'll indicate whether or not that's been removed. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good in the hood. Why is that still... That's still a path. Come on, chaps. I know it's my fault that we're redoing all of this, but at least pull your socks up. Right, that looks pretty darn perfect. So we're going to pop that there, and then finally we'll be able to build this system. Right, so these guys, all their baggage needs to come this way. And these guys, all their baggage needs to come this way. In fact, that probably shouldn't be there. It should be like this. Now, actually, no, let's think about that again, because how is that going to work, actually? Is that going to work? In all honesty, if that does work... Right, so they meet in the centre, which is probably not great. Maybe that one's the good one to get rid of. Not sure if that'll work or not. We'll give it a try. In fact, let's just try a little bit. Is that going to work? I was thinking maybe these need to be... Oh my gosh, look at this. Yeah, that's not working well, is it? That really isn't working well. That's going to send it all off in the wrong direction. Actually, that one's worked fine. That one's working okay, so why can't this one do it properly? Oh, put my finger on the control button. Okay, so if you go past the end point, it seems to work fine, which is a little annoying, really. Right, I think that will work. Maybe now if I get rid of that. No, see, that just causes this weird... That is odd. Okay, well, we'll just pretend... Whoa. Oh, look at this. We've just unlocked loads of stuff. Loads of scanners and so on and so forth. Right, what we need is an underground belt. What does a tilt tray do? Let's go have a quick look at that. Oh, goodness me. Oh, hey! Well, that was an immediate transformation, was it not? Okay, operations... there's no point turning that on yet. Okay, ramp agent service round is now enabled, so that's good. Let's go look at conveyor belt system. Just have a quick check here to see. Oh, okay. It's not even going to unlock that until we've built the entire system, so I'm thinking I'll probably need that tilt system to service these 3 baggage collection areas. But we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that at another time. Okay, so where is that belt? There it is. We'll continue on down here, quickly checking to see where the heck we built this thing. Wow, look at this. I think as far as that, looks pretty good. And then we'll just swing up here. And like so. So when we're doing the baggage checking, you know, the security inspection, I think we'll drag it off down this way and sort of use this space to do that. And then that gives us plenty of space to sort that out. Right, and then this stuff, basically, if I just figure out where the middle is, round about sort of there-ish. Oh, that was the wrong button. That's the one we're after. So this should just bring this up here. So if I just attach that to that, I think that's a wise move. We'll put some seating in here for people, so that whilst they're waiting for their baggage, they can be comfortable. Oh, that was slightly misplaced. One thing I do like about this that isn't present in Sim Airport is that when you try and put something down, it goes where you try and put it. It doesn't suddenly flick off to the side, which is a huge pain in the backside, in my humble opinion. Now hopefully they'll join and become one big baggage claim area rather than having two baggage claim areas. Let's try getting rid of all of it. Yes. Alright, that didn't work very well. Let's try that again. Yes. Okay, and then we'll try building it again slightly bigger. There we go. Done? I think that's done. Okay, so people are going to come through here and meander over this way. Now this isn't good. I've kind of created a block. Like a bad flow. I don't like the flow here. Okay, so those toilets are accessible to anybody, so I'm just going to get rid of these. Because I never liked them. From the minute I put them in there, I hated them. It was a bad design idea. I don't really like these either. Let's get rid of that whilst we're here. So today is the last episode, for now at least, for Airport CEO. Excuse me. And that's not to say I'm not going to come back later, once a few more features have arrived. Oh, the weather station should be in now. Here you go, guys. Here's the weather report. It's weird that there's nothing showing here. Normally this gives you an indication of what's coming immediately today. And all this is a 10-day forecast. And it doesn't seem to affect anything now, but obviously you're going to have crosswind situations where flights might be cancelled, unless you have multiple runways on different radials. Now obviously, unfortunately, you can only build vertical or horizontal in this game, but it would be nice if you could put things on angles. That would be so cool. But in order to do that would require quite a bit of work from the devs, so I don't expect that's going to happen. What am I looking to do here? I wanted to distracting myself constantly. What did I want to do? I wanted to get rid of this, and how the heck? Where do you get those from? Is it in items? It's airport screens, there we go. Right, get rid of that. And we're just going to build this in a more sensible way. I'm thinking that info desk. Boom. Boom! Open that area up a tad. So basically people will come in through the doors and they'll be filtered either left or right, depending on where their flight is going from. I did want to build all this out, but you know, whatevers. We can come back to it another day. Although I think if I were to build again, I might well just start again, because I don't like what I've built. Truth be told, I think it's pretty ugly, and I don't like it very much. I was too concerned with moving forwards than building nicely, if that makes sense. Let's go for a medium door here. That sort of wastes a bit of space, but I think we can make it work. I think we can make it work pretty well. In a lot of ways, I think it's strange that Anybody? Oh, that's interesting. I think it's strange that anybody at all would find it interesting watching somebody else playing a game and building a toilet. It doesn't strike me as being the most entertaining thing on the planet. Now, here's a tip, I don't think I've mentioned this, but always leave one square for an item, so sinks, you know, because each individual takes up a square. They can overlap, obviously, but in order to do their do, they need a spare square. That's what they need. No less. Spare squares. It's the only way forward. Talking complete twaddle, aren't I? Absolute twaddle. Now, what we're going to pop in here, we're going to say, we're going to have some toilets. Now, how best to do this? Maybe, yeah, that looks kind of cool. Now, what I was trying to squeeze in, but I've failed to do, was some bins. I wanted to put some bins, so I think maybe I ought to take some sinks out in order to put bins in. I think that's going to have to be the way that that's done. There's no urinals in here. I could squeeze some down there, but then I'm kind of going against my leave one square per person type thing. I could expand it out, but then I think that would be too skinny. So maybe we'll just say that this is the ladies' toilet, or maybe we'll just say, you know, gents use a normal basin toilet. For goodness sake, don't be so bloody awkward. Okay, so we'll put some plants in there, and we'll put a trash can there, and there. And I think that will work. I might put some more trash cans down here, actually. Again, going against my 2 square thing. But I suppose technically, to get into the toilet, you only need 1 square, because you're not going to have more than... We'll not continue that conversation. I think you see where that was going and how my mind quickly decided that was a bad place to go. So we'll just leave it there. We'll say, yes, that is completed. Now, can I change the colour of things? Right. Oh, okay, I see. I'm changing the basin. Okay, the sink. I was changing the sink. I don't really want that. I think white is traditionally the correct colour for bathroom accessories. Certainly the most traditional colour. I would like to put some floor in. What the hell is... Oh, there we go. Floor. What should we go for? Looks pretty good. We'll just floor that whole area. It was nice to know that Sim Airport has fixed their floor building issue. In Sim Airport, if you laid a floor down on a room, it would knock all the walls and everything out. Seems that they've fixed that, which is good. And there's our newly built information centre, looking much better than before. It's still a bit bloody messy, but it is functional at least. I think we might get rid of these just because it frees up the area a bit better not to have them. No, I don't like that there. No, I do not. No, I do not. I think we'll leave that as is for now. We got to put some seats in here. It doesn't work if you don't have seats. There we go. That will do. That will do. There's plenty of seating, really. This doesn't look like there is. And now that I've taken these seats out, I could extend this bathroom area and sort of improve that considerably. these double bathrooms here, they seem to work okay. I could put some down here. There's a lot I could do. I'm just getting distracted now. Oh look, we appear to have nearly £1 million. That's rather handy. Let's I think I took a massive loan out, didn't I, in the last episode? I wasn't really paying attention. How's this baggage stuff coming on? Are we ready? Where the hell did I build that? There it is. Are we ready to do this? Activate. Oh yeah, we need to attach it to a stand. I can't do that because it's baggage bay. Can't do that. Can't do that. So we have to kind of wait for all of the stands to become clear so that we can connect them properly, which is a tad frustrating. We'll have a look in a second and figure out why or when we can do that. Let's reconnect all these. Done. Okay. Okay, good. Oh, well, that's interesting. That explains why these trucks come down this end. It's because some of the larger aircraft are actually not running on jet fuel, are they? Because they're prop engines. That makes so much sense. I don't know why I didn't figure that out sooner. Right, okay, well, on that very important point, so we're still making profit, 9,300. On that very important point, let's go to procurement and order 3 more of each, and then that would explain why a lot of the GA weren't getting any that would explain why a lot of the GA weren't getting any fuel when they were requesting it. I want to put another runway down here. It's not the best place to have one, I grant you, but I suppose what I could do is unlock some of these tiles around the outside, and that would work fine. But this is just going to be for GA aircraft. We'll put it as far out as we can. Looks fairly good there. Basically just connect this up like so. So we're going to have to move that tree, or we could just do that and then we're still going to have to move the tree, really, aren't we? Truth be told, it seems to work pretty well. So this will be the outbound, this will be inbound, and then the flow will be in an anti-clockwise motion, and that will work beautifully over there. Let's whack a medium stand in here, because that's always been the idea. Oh, I see. I need to knock this out first. Mark that for demolition. And we'll have to do it rather sharpish because the fuel trucks are using that quite consistently. So if I knock that out, they're going to have to come all the way around this way. In fact, no, that's the only way in. Goodness me. Talk about limiting your options. Okay, speaking of which, let's finish this road off here. So that should be technically what's going on now. Activate. Check-in desk, a stand, a baggage claim area, and service road. Okay, baggage claim area. That's what we need now. Do I need to connect this to that? I forget how you do that now. We'll put that up to 5. Baggage bay connections. Yeah. Have I not finished building? Is that what I'm missing here? they're connected. They're definitely connected, and they're flowing in the correct direction. That all looks to be perfectly fine to me. So what is going on? But do I have to turn on baggage? Let's see here. Do I have to turn that on before I can connect that? I'm confused now. I've forgotten how to do this. Activate. Verify that this baggage bay is connected to a check-in desk. Oh, maybe I haven't done that. Did I do that? No, I didn't do that. Well, I did it before, didn't I? But then I rebuilt it and forgot to reconnect it. I think that's what the problem is here. Okay. Oh, you go away, and you. I loved the way that the menu popped up when I first started playing this game, but having played it for a while now, it's actually one of the most irritating features of this game. Oh, what am I missing here? Verify this baggage bay is connected to a check-in desk, yes, stand, yes, a baggage claim area and service road. It's just the baggage claim area that it's not connected to. So how do I... Is this no longer a baggage claim area? How did I... Oh, when I put this in, it deleted the room. Well, that's just silly, isn't it? Just silly. Silliness. Right. Activate. Thank you so much. So we now have a fully functioning baggage system. I say that. It's a rather buggy area of this game, and it, although it's built, technically will be broken from the beginning. Fuel truck, scanners, conveyor belt, tilter, blah 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 blah. Yes. All right. Let's go have a quick look at this then. How does the tilt system work, according to those that know? Oh, what? Why is that not unlocked? Step 4. Operate conveyor belt system in progress. What have I not done then? Activate all objects that are involved in the baggage process. Check-in desk, cargo bay, stand, baggage claim area. I know one thing I haven't done. It's really, really, really bad. I'm a bit concerned about how well this is going to work. So what we're going to do is we're going to extend this out here. I'm going to put a crosswalk in. I'm going to hope that that is enough for people to get in, but in case it isn't, I'm going to pop that there. I'm going to rebuild the wall that we've knocked down in order to accommodate this. I'm going to put a flipping door in. I'm going to put a door there. Well, maybe. I mean, if this works, then no issue. What have we got here? These are the builder guys. Where are the ramp agents? How many ramp agents do we have? Staff. Ramp agents. Is that it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that's not enough. So I've put 10 on either side of the ramp. 5 even. So we need 10 minimum just to run this thing. So that's not great. I need 10 minimum to run this, and then each stand requires a minimum of 2. Have they done this? Oh crikey, yes they have. Now that's slightly broken, which hopefully that'll just fix immediately, which it does. How wonderful is that? And just connect that up, remove this tree before we have problems. Wow, request extra fuel. I think maybe we need more fuel to be delivered. I'm not sure. How are we doing up here for fuel? 70%. That's definitely working better. Whoa, steady on. This is a little bit less perfect. Can we add a fuel? Where does fuel come in? Here, the fuel tank. Now, it has to be connected too far from depot. What does it have to be connected to? What? Too far from fuel depot? A tank that can be attached to a fuel depot in order to increase stored fuel capacity. Oh, I know, because it's the wrong type. Okay, good. So we can have 2 of those. 3 if we put one there. We'll leave that 3rd one because I don't want it to be too close to the incoming aircraft. But yeah, that's working really rather well actually. I think we'll pop one over here as well, like that, just so you've got one. See, now we've got like this queue system going on, which is good. It kind of suggests that things are working rather well. Upgrade this, we'll open that. That's for... no, what's this one for? Departures. General aviation only. Upgrade it to asphalt. Not even going to bother with the pappy lights because it really doesn't make any difference to the game. So this is arrivals. We'll just repair that. We'll repair that. And we'll repair that. It did not get busted up pretty quickly. That's departure, that's arrivals. Now, see, now technically these guys here should now realise that this is no longer available for departure, and they should just come over here, but they don't have the capacity. I mean, this one is already past the point of no return, so either he'd have to turn around and go this way, which is probably not the most perfect solution, but definitely these guys here should be rerouted by ATC and off they go. That's what should happen. We'll extend this actually towards the south. So now this is our big runway, and it will be available for on those days when we have too much of a crosswind and flights are being cancelled. We'll be able to redirect commercial flights in here, and things will still continue to run, and then we can just tie that up there. In fact, I might tie that up there now, because no one's going to have permission to go along this route unless otherwise specified, so I think that should be fine. It should be just fine. But anyway, these 2 here that have just pulled out, they should be finding their way over to this runway and not trying to take off on this one, but we'll see how that works out. I'll try and come back to that in a moment. Right, let's open that for commercial. Boarding desk, that's a good point. Don't have one of those at the moment. Let's pop one of those in immediately. Something like that. And in fact, whilst we're here, let's just get rid of that one, because you only need one. Oh, okay, okay. Is that one not connected then? Okay. How do you disconnect? Oh, it has an active flight. Okay, fine, fine. We'll deal with that later. We'll deal with that later. How are we doing over here? Yeah, see, this is the problem. You get in this like traffic jam situation. It's a very busy airport in terms of general aviation, and this runway is constantly in use. So this is a much better system that will not only keep things moving, but it will increase revenue, because the quicker these go out, the quicker new flights can come in and everybody can park and things are lovely. So yeah, I think it's this light blue and white one, maybe this one as well, that are going to go this way, but I have to wait for this guy to move out of the way before that's going to happen. So fundamentally it's Christmas, isn't it? It is Christmas, I just realised. How splendid. How truly splendid. Now, I'm not seeing any baggage handling guys. See, look, no. Where are the ramp agents? Why don't we have any ramp agents? Goodness me. I'm a professional YouTuber. I know what I'm doing. Oh. Right. My God, that's 38 minutes of gameplay already. Goodness me. Well, I did say at the beginning, regardless of how much gets completed, this is the last one. So I'm just going to try and get as much done as I can. Well, that's interesting he didn't go over here. That is set for departure, right? That is set for arrival only. Interesting. Maybe it is this blue and white one then. It's the first one to go. Let's hope that's the case at least. So, probably flights coming in tomorrow. Employee can't reach his work position. Yeah, they always say this. Can't reach their work position. This is the work security thing, this one. So nobody should be going in any other direction, technically. What are we doing here? Right, so this aircraft has just landed. As soon as that gets off the runway, this one will have cleared to take off command. It should clear up this, and then you can swing down here. That's what we're hoping for. No. Why did you stop? Why did you stop? I can only assume that it was pre-assigned this runway earlier. You know, before he even did his pushback. I think that's the only answer to that, really. I didn't want to do this, but I feel honour bound to do it. And I know that's probably not in the right position. But we'll stick to it. We'll stick it in. It's done now, isn't it? So we've got 4 runways. We have a fail-safe system in terms of runways. Come on, somebody's got to go to the departure. Hey! Blue and white guy finally figured out where he's meant to be going. I don't know what this guy's doing now. We'll make that a holding point. We'll make that a holding point, and we'll make this a holding point. And then hopefully it will clear this area, because this is holding everything up. Oh, did you see that? I didn't notice that before. When the aeroplane lands, you have little screeches of dust or water or something coming off the tyres. Why are these guys going and stopping here? I'm hoping that's just an issue during transition, and once it finally figures itself out, that won't happen anymore. I hope. We'll come back to these guys in a bit. Right, what have we not got working yet here? Right, I wanted to have a look at this tilt system. Is that... It's still not open. What have I not achieved here? Ramp agents. So we should have ramp agents, but I don't see any. Let's put that door in, just in case I was right about that bug. Cannot be placed on roads. It's not a road, it's a wall. Have I put the wall too close? I think I have, you know. I think I've put the wall on part of the road there. So let's fix that quickly. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe that's why none of the ramp staff have turned up. I don't know. I do not know. I do not know. I don't know. And we'll put the door in there. So, I mean, they've got a route to get there. If you exclude all these trucks, I've got to get rid of this. This is doing my absolute head in. But then I guess, technically, if I use this one and not this one, then they're gonna be sticking out here, and that might be a worse situation. Can trucks come inside of here? That would be interesting, wouldn't it? If I put this... No, you can't. It has to be on a road. Damn and blast. That's an annoying shame. Okay, well... Let's Probably not much I can do about that, I guess. What do these mean? No idea. Is this working or not? When do we get passengers coming in? Let's just fast forward till 5 in the morning and see what's happening. I don't like this staff area either. I ought to get rid of that. I might well streamline this to be just one row of seating. In fact, I like that idea. I'm going to do that right now. Let's grab the gate seats. Let's get rid. Let's grab the large plant thing and get rid. Oh look, here's our ramp agents. Security. Have I not made this secure? Oh, wow, that's what the problem is. Something isn't secure. I don't know what. I think even the path needs to be secure, doesn't it? Which, I don't know. Maybe that makes sense, maybe it doesn't, but I've done it now, so... Seriously, still you have an issue there. What on earth can I possibly do to make you go to work? I mean, that's about all I can do, guys. The whole area is secure, as far as I can tell. The whole thing is secure. Seriously. Or maybe they're just standing there now because there's no, there are no flights to deal with. It's a bit of a conundrum, this. It is. Okay, that's not perfect channeling, I grant you, but it is channeling. And believe it or not, that's what we humans are constantly faced with. We are permanently being channeled by, well, by big business, really. You know, some clever spark worked out that if you put a bit of path that leads into a shop, you're going to get more foot flow. That kind of thing. That kind of being made to behave in a certain manner, encouraged to go and buy things when you ordinarily wouldn't, that kind of thing. I'm still not happy with this area. I don't know why I've put that so close either. I can't wait until I completely restart this. Right, let's have a look at the flight planner. So it's all clear now, so we should be able to connect this to the baggage bay. It's already connected. What about this one? Connect baggage bay, yes. Connect baggage bay, yes. Open, commercial only. Oh yes, I forgot to do this, didn't I? Connect to the stand. Well, I would do, but I mean, come on. There's a menu in the way. So let's open commercial, connect. Boom, done. So now we have 4 medium stands, which is a good thing. A good thing. At least it's good for passengers. Lovely stuff. Absolutely stunning. Nice cafeteria area. Put a small toilet down the bottom there. I remember how to do that. There we go. Nothing too extravagant. Just something like this. Make it into a bathroom. Technically, I'm not sure you can call it a bathroom unless it has a bath in it. Or maybe, you know, in today's terms we could stretch that as far as saying if there's a shower in it. But yeah, overall I think maybe calling it a bathroom was a bit of a faux pas. It's just a small toilet area, this one. And just for those that are at this end of the terminal and don't want to have to walk all the way back up here to get to this. I suppose I ought to do the same for the people over here, but anyway. Right, so it looks like, I don't know, this is never ever going to unlock, is it? This tilt system description. We'll see, I guess. Let's fast forward till 5 in the morning. That was the original plan. It's quite a busy staff area, that. Oh, hang on. What am I talking about? I've just checked. We don't have any flights coming in, so that's why nobody's doing anything. Economy, contracts, let's go, what do they want? 15 medium class flights. 15, we can do, yeah, we can do that. Let's pop those in for Maple. Get these early ones in quick because you can't book them unless you've got 3 hours ahead. Seems we've got plenty of stands, so that isn't going to be a problem. Sorry, plenty of check-in desks for the stands, so that's not going to be a problem. Maybe when I start filling in these smaller flights, then okay, technically we might have an issue or two. Oh, that was rather close to the edge. Don't want to get too close to this edge because they'll charge you $800 per flight for anything that leaves outside of agreed hours. Gravy. So we got 3 stands there, so we can do 369 on that day, so we could get some more big flights in. At least 9. How many do you want? 14 in 3 days. Yeah, we can do that. Oh, why didn't I do it? There we go. That's better. So we go to Tuesday, and we'll find all the Skylink stuff, and we'll just book them in. Now, one thing that's cool is that because we have an incoming, an arrival and departures runway system, we can have flights landing as one is taking off, whereas ordinarily you'd have to stagger that, but we don't have that concern or restriction anymore, so we can just fill them up. One thing I was hoping to see but now I'm at a point where I've hired every single employee that you can, every job title is filled. I was hoping to see an ability where you can sort of book a set of flights in and they stay booked in for, until the end of time, maybe for a whole year or something like that, instead of just 3 days. Maybe this is how it works in real life, but I rather doubt it. I rather think contracts might be more long-term focused. Swiftly. That is a pretty cool name for a company that have a fleet of aircraft. We shall get you there swiftly. It's good, works. It's the right kind of terminology. It has all the right connotations, and the fact that it's blue even works. So again, praise for the game and the developers. The amount of attention to detail that they've put in, just phenomenal. They really have. They haven't just chucked anything in. They really have thought about things. Oh, I don't like this. Why are they only using that? Have we not got enough staff? Maybe some more staff required. We just want to look at airport staff right now. How many have we got? It'd be nice if there was a number so that we knew how many staff there were without actually having to look. Let's get a couple more ramp agents because I don't think you can ever have enough. And let's see if bags are going in. Bags are definitely going in. Let's see if they're coming out. Yes, they are. Where are the flipping ramp agents? Why aren't they here? What is the problem, you ramp agents? Where are they? They were there. Where have they all gone? They're here. So they're basically saying they can't get to work. Oh look, allowed staff types. Everybody. Oh, I see, that's cool. You can just have... Oh, that's awesome. That's an awesome feature. I haven't seen that before. So they can't get to work. But I don't know why they can't get to work. I don't understand what the restriction is. Let's have a look-see here. The path is secure all the way to there. The whole building is secure. The road leading up to the building is secure. It's all secure. The fact that this is here makes the road secure. Is it that staff need to pass through a security thing? Is that what the problem is? Let's try something like this. Because I'm not getting it. I'm really not. It's not explained in enough detail. A small security desk, okay? So which way does the thing have to float? That way. Must be placed inside. Well, it can't be that then, can it? That is busy. That is busy. We've got a serious problem now. Serious problem. A person can't find a reachable security checkpoint. Make sure that the position is accessible. This guy. Is it... Ah, okay. I get it. I know what it is. They need to be able to get here from within the secure area. So they need to be able to pass through the secure area and get to here. Oh my god. I figured it out, guys. I bet you guys had already figured that out, hadn't you? In fact, if you had figured it out way before me, then I'm pretty sure you won't be watching right now. So, okay. I figured it out. I have figured it out. That's fine, that can all stay as it is. This is important. We need this built really quickly, guys. Thank you so much. Here come all the ramp agents. Hoorah! No, you're not a ramp agent. Look at this. That's some good stuff there. Ramp agents. Are you a ramp agent? No. Where are the flipping ramp agents? My god, look at the queues. Use this one. 2 staff. 2 staff. 2 staff. 2 staff. Come on. Oh, hang on, I suppose, yeah. Technically, you can't use the... You can't use the check-in desk next to the check-in desk you're using. You have to use the one that you're using. Now, here's a bug. Here's an issue, right? Now, technically, I created this issue. The only way to get into this check-in area is through here. So the next staff member that's going to come in and work on this desk has to wait in the queue with the people to get to the front of the queue. You'll see this as it gets processed. Eventually, one of these will be a staff member, and then there'll be 2 on the check-in desk. Eventually. Well, that didn't happen at all, did it? Looks like I'm talking absolute twaddle. But no, I'm not. That is exactly what's happened. Are you kidding me? Why can't you get there now? Go through security. So this is just for employees only. So guys, come on. Right, okay, finally they're going through. So I guess it makes sense that you have one. Hang on, these are cleaners. Are you still unable to get there? This is preposterous. You just go through here. Look, I've built it. It's there. That maybe? That? And finally they're off. So that's what was holding everything up there, was the fact that when I built this pass walkway crossover type point, it knocked out the secure area and therefore made it inaccessible. It's pretty busy, isn't it? Here we go. The ramp agents are finally arriving. Wow, that's an entire day of disaster, isn't it? So you've got your work cut out for you, boys and girls. Let's just check procurement and see how many of these we have. Oh god, I don't know. Let's say we need 10 more, because we have quite a few ramps, stands. Please tell me I've already bought a few carts. Nothing seems to be happening. Oh man, I don't know. I really don't know. Weather update. Windy conditions incoming. 46 meters per second. 89 knots. 89 knots. Yeah, we'll delay that flight by 1 hour. Ah, right, finally we have. So the whole baggage system has basically delayed everybody. It's been a bit of a nightmare. We're going to have a fine at the end of the day. Hopefully it doesn't delay too many flights. Oh, they're doing checks. Look at this. I only just spotted this as well. It's got a little checkboard and he's tick tick and a couple of crosses, which is probably not good. But look at that. That is awesome. They're actually fully checking the flight out. Where do I get information on this flight? Can I get information on this flight? Ah, here we go. If you click on the stand itself, oh yeah, this is great. Baggage loading in progress, so 3 of 76. Yeah, no, that's awesome. This game is just flipping amazing. Such a good game. They really have put so much attention to detail. It's really quite impressive. And the bugs and the issues that the game has, you know, with such complexity involved in every aspect of the game, it's hardly surprising, is it? Hardly surprising. I think we need some more staff. Let's grab some more ramp agents. Perfect. Because certainly these 3 are being held up. And there we go, there's a second. There's one there, there's one here. There we go. As long as they're all being dealt with at the same time, I think we'll be okay. And I'm hoping I've left enough space in the flight planner to be able to delayed. Okay, that's arrivals. That's only 3 minutes delayed, and that's 2 minutes delayed, so that's nothing. Those arrivals are nothing at all. You wouldn't even notice that they were delayed, which is awesome. Hello? bloody prank calls all the time. All the damn time. Hi. Would you like to buy something you don't want? Nope. No, I would not. Please stop ringing me every single day and asking me the same goddamn question. Hello, this is Brian from Microsoft. Your PC has been infected with 1 billion viruses, and if you just pay me £1 million, I will remove them for you. Go away, go away, go away. Sorry, got a bit distracted there. Right, so how are we doing with this flight? Boarding in process. So nearly everybody's on board. Baggage is going in, but the numbers aren't going up. There we go, finally they're going up. Baggage unloading, 65. Service round in progress, 70%. This is so good. Such a quality game. In fact, you know, I don't think this is a game. This is closer to simulator. I didn't say it before, but I think what this game reminds me of quite a lot. My God, this is over an hour long. What this game reminds me of quite a lot is Airport Master, but done on a much better level of detail, and not in 3D. Originally this game was going to be a 3D playable game, and they opted to go for 2D because Prison Architect was so successful, and it obviously cut down on their development time, and it probably makes the game run a lot better. Can you imagine if all of these passengers were 3D generated? Man, you'd need one heck of a PC for that. But oh god, that's 3 hours late. That's bad. But the delay isn't too bad. That's only 12 minutes. So we've had a couple of big delays there, but not terrible. Not terrible. We had one bad one, and I think that's probably a knock-on effect from the ramp agents not being able to get to the flight. Well, that's still delayed. So that's 10 minutes late coming in N3231. Departed at 4:10. It was meant to leave at 1, so that's 3 hours late. But other than that, nobody is running late. So is it just N7804 that's running late? That's the question. Where is N7804? It's not even here, look. Doesn't even exist. You're not even a real aeroplane. It's not here. That's so weird. Let's check out general aviation. Why on earth do we have such a delay here again? Why are they coming all the way down here in order to go all the way back up there? Oh, do you know what? Get rid of that taxiway thing and that one. I think it just confuses things if you have too many. Just put one here. Put one in the middle and everybody can go to that. That's what I'm thinking. So, yeah. The delay thing hasn't been fixed, has it? It's still very confused over here. He's going to come all the way down here, which is a total waste of his time. It's half tempted to put a taxiway point in the middle there just to cut down the amount of time it takes him to get back up. But they're still got to go to the top anyway. Will you go past here as well? Because you were given your moving, your route before that was built. So yeah, you're just a plum. Departure. Keep these runways in a good condition. It seems to get. See that delay there was minimal. I could have clicked on that and delayed it by an hour, but it kind of. Literally, it was delayed for 1 minute, and I could have delayed it by an hour just because that pops up. So, oh, the bag can't get to baggage claim area. That's a new message. I've not seen that before. these guys don't have baggage. That makes no sense. Don't know what that's about. The general aviation are not supposed to have any kind of baggage type stuff going on. Wow. These security areas just make things really ugly, don't they? It's so busy. I'm thinking maybe I could put security here in this corner and turn this whole area into processing. And then maybe make that a smaller one just for staff. That would work, wouldn't it? Theoretically, that would work. This is better. And it's very popular indeed. 555 of 1400. We might actually hit that target, surprisingly. Oh, no contract in there. Valentino's. In you go. Boom. Doesn't really matter if you make any money or not. Okay, we need to make that bigger. That's what we're going to do. We're going to combine those two shops into one big shop and just have one small shop. That's the plan. So anyway, everything seems to be running really rather well. Request extra fuel. I don't know why I did that. For a moment I forgot that this was the main tank and these are the attached tanks, and I thought, oh god, we've only got 53% of the reserve tank full, but it turns out we've got 100% plus 50%. So anyway, I've just wasted a few quid on that. It looks like we're actually being quite profitable. Let's just check out how profitable we are. 1,363. General aviation absolutely hate us, and that's because it takes so long for them to arrive and depart. But there's not much I can do about that. Right, let's speed this up. See how much money we're making within an hour. That's 4,000. Wow, is that all? 4,000? It's actually pretty low. 4, 5. Must have been a slow hour. 6, 7, 8. Anything over 10 is acceptable. Excuse me. So that's over 10 grand, so that's good. Only just though. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of gates here that aren't actually technically doing anything at all. General aviation appeared to have possibly sorted themselves out. Just these last 3 on that silly route. Everyone else should be using this point here, one hopes. And surely no one's going down here. No one's that daft, are they? No idea. Hopefully not. But yeah, right, let's check this tilt system out, see what happens here. My god, this has gone on for far too long. An hour and 15 minutes I've been playing this. I haven't implemented any of this yet. Right, tilt tray. Now, this is what I'm thinking here, guys.